Hello everyone, welcome to iLearning Digital Class. My name is Steven. I want to use this medium to appreciate those that already subscribed to my YouTube channel. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for the like, thank you for the comment, thank you for taking your time as well to share my videos to your loved ones on your different social media platform. I am so grateful for that. And please, if you are watching this video now and you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification button as well, so that anytime I upload interesting videos like this, you'll be the first person to get the notification. So guys, a few days ago on my YouTube channel, I started a series called Hospital Management System with Nodejs, Expressjs, EJS, and we use MySQL as a database. So this should be my 5th video on this particular series. So if you have not yet seen the previous video, kindly please go and watch the previous video so that you'll be able to catch up with us and follow along on everything we are doing relating to this project. So guys, without any further ado, last week what we tried to do is that we tried to create a login API, that is a login functions whereby people can, once they sign up, they can now log in their details. But if you notice, we are getting one error when we are trying to confirm. Okay, let's go into our text editor now. So let me quickly show us. We are getting one error in our console. Let me see. Let me try to create sign up again, so that we're going to see the error we are getting in our last video. So let me send. So make sure you start your SAMP and you go into your. Okay, so this is to check your email for verification. Okay, we want to log in rather. That's what we want to do. So it should be login. Okay, let me come here and pick this here. So it is login, not sign up. We want to send a post to our login router here. So that is what we really want to do. All right. Okay, so this is it. This is my username. This is my password. So let me click send. Because we are getting one error, and I want to show us the reason. As you can see, we are not getting any response. So once I go inside this place, it's saying cannot set headers after they are sent to the client. If you notice, last week this was the error we are getting, and the reason why we are getting this error was the reason is because what I was trying to do here was that in this condition, I was given a condition here. I made some terrible mistakes here. I mean some great mistakes here, in which that is why it's causing that's the major reason why we are not getting any response in our customer. So, and the error I'm getting is because now I come here to say response.end. So once I'm trying to give a condition here saying if that is username and password, I should get a I'm trying to make sure that we are trying to confirm if that user has already signed up, if there is those details in my database. So this response here should be inside this place. I mean this S here should be next to this if here, if result.length. That is if there is a data the user is trying to sign up with, I mean the username and password, if exists in a database, then this following code here is going to run. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So but if it's not in our database, then that is when we should be getting this response saying incorrect username and password. So what I'm just going to do is just that I'm just going to copy this now. So I'll move it at this S here. I'm going to move it where this if ends here. So I'm going to move it here. All right. So then I'm now going to come down inside this place. I'm going to give another condition, because this condition is related to if peradventure there is no username, what is the response I want to give if there is no username and password. So what is the response I'm going to give? So the response I want to give now is I'm going to say S. All right. I'm going to say as response response.end. So what is the response.send rather. I want to send a response if there is no username and password. If the user failed to input username and password, I want to tell the user, say please please enter your username, and password. Okay, so that is the response I want to give. So then I'm going to copy this response.end. We want to end this response here. So that is all what I need to do here. So I'm going to save now. So and there is an error here. Status should be see here, so that will not be getting undefined. So that's all we need to do. So let's check if it's done compiling now. Let's check that. All right, so we are done compiling that. So let's go inside our Postman and try again now. So let me click on send. Okay, we are getting connect could not get response. Why is that? Let me send again. All right, as you can see now, we are getting it said, please verify your email. This is the correct response because we've not yet verified my email address. So this is the correct response. The error has disappeared. Once you come here to check, as you can see, the error has disappeared. This is my username at console.log. So the error has disappeared. So this is the correct response I should get in now. So without any further ado, so what we want to do today is that we want to create the verified function, the verify API. That is, we want to make sure that the user is able to verify his or her email address. So how are we going to do that? For us to be able to achieve that, let's go inside our text editor again now, and we have to come inside our controller. We need to create a new file. So we're going to call this file verify.js. All right, let's call it verify.js. Okay, so then let's come down inside our app.js here. So we're going to we need to require it. We're going to say variable verify is equals to require. Okay, it's equals to require. Then we are going to have it's inside our controller folder, controllers. Okay, controllers. Then what is the name of the file? We call it verify. So then we have to come down here. So we want to create a router for it. So let's paste this and change this to verify. Okay, so let's change this to verify. Then the functions we want to call is verify, so that anytime the user tries to go to this route, this verify function is going to run. So now let's quickly go inside our controller now and define the function for verify. So I'm gonna say variable express. We need to require express. Variable express is equals to require. So require. We'll be doing this. Several times inside my previous video. So this should not be giving us any issue again. So we're gonna say variable router. Okay, variable router is equals to express.router. All right. Okay, so we need to get the body parser as well. We're gonna say variable body parser. Variable body parser is equals to we're gonna say it's equals to require. Okay, it's equals to require. All right, we're gonna say it's equals to require. Then what do we want to require? We need to require body parser here. We need to require body parser. All right. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is that we need to get the DB now. I'm gonna say variable DB is equals to require. All right, it's equals to require. Then what do we need to require? Okay, let me just come here and copy and paste, so that's not going to be taking our time. I think what I needed here should be okay. Let me just copy this here. Let me just copy this, come down here and paste it here. Okay, so the other thing I need again is that I need to get the body parser as well, the extended okay, the router.use. So let me copy this here as well. I'm going to need this. Okay, so let me just paste. So having done that, so we need to export our router now. So I need to just come down here. I'm going to say that module.export is equals to router. All right, it's equals to router because I need to export it. The next thing I want to do now, I'm gonna say router dot get. Okay, because this time around we want to get the token and the ID. So we are going to use get. It's not post. We're going to say dot get. So Then we have a function here. So we have a function here. So inside this function, we need to pass request and we need to pass request and response. Okay, so we need to pass that to there. We're gonna say response dot render. So what we want to render is that we'll soon create that anyway. We'll soon create that once we are done with creating all our APIs. So we want to render verify.ejs. So don't worry about this. Better still, you can even comment this out as well. So let's just comment this out as for now, because we've not yet created the verify.ejs. So this is where this verify.ejs will be what our client is going to see, will be the front end. So since we've not created it, so let me comment it out. So it changes nothing. So let's say the router now. We're gonna say router post now. Router dot post. All right. So we're gonna say that. Okay, I'm gonna say function now. I'm gonna say function. Then have this here. So we need to pass response, and we need to pass response. Okay, the requests. Then we pass response here as well. So having done that, so the next one to do, we're gonna say variable ID is equals to require dot body dot ID. Okay, so what do we need again? We need variable token, because these are the two things we need to use to verify our email address. We're gonna say require dot body dot token. Okay, dot token. So the next thing we have to do now is that we need to say db dot match token. That is if the token is matched. So we're gonna say dot match db dot match token. So we're gonna say ID here. We pass ID. We pass token here as well. Then we're going to have a function. We're gonna say function. All right. So then we need to pass error here, and we need to pass result here as well. So once we've done that, okay, so the next thing we have to do is that we're going to say that let's console results. Console, okay, console.log. We need to console result now. Okay, so now let's proceed. So the next thing we have to do now is that we're going to say if results, okay, if results dot length, I think, okay, if result dot length is greater than 0, then then we'll come down here and we're going to say that variable, okay, we're gonna say variable email. So variable email is equals to results. Then we pass 0 here. We pass 0 here dot email. Okay, so we pass that here. Then the next thing we want to do again is that we want to say variable email status. Okay, variable email status is equals to verify. So we want to change the status once if the user has verified. So we want to change the email status to verified. So we're gonna come down here and say that db, okay, db.update update verify, db.update verify. I must be very careful with my spelling. Okay, update verify. I think I'm correct. Update verify. Then we're gonna say email status. Okay, we're gonna say email status. So let's pass email here first. So because these are the two things we need to update. So email status. Then we're gonna say function. Okay, so we're gonna say function. We're gonna say error. Then we pass results here. We're gonna pass results here. So then the next thing we have to do is that we want to redirect. Once the user verified, we want to redirect to login. So that's what we want to do. We want to redirect to login. So let's say rest, but instead of us redirecting this time around, so let's just get response. Are you getting it now? So let's just say rest dot send. We want to get a response. Email verified. Email verified. Okay, so for now, let's do this for now. Later on, we'll redirect. So now the next thing we now have to do now is that we're gonna come down here and say S. Okay, we're gonna say S. If peradventure the token does not match, we're gonna send a response saying res.send token. Okay, we're gonna say token did not match. Token did not match. All right, so this is all what we need to do. These are what we need to do to make our verify functions to work. So let's go and confirm it anyway. So let's go and confirm. Let's see we are not going to get error. So let's come down here and save here as well. So what I'm going to do now is that I've already signed up with my email address. I've already signed up. Let's go into Postman. So let's go to Postman and let's come down to what we need to do now is that, okay, I'm going to the token and the what's it called, and the ID I received. I'm going to check it now in my email. For security reasons, I don't want to check my email on on the screen. So I'm going to check my email. I've already signed up with my email. So this is the email I signed up with. You should get a message once you sign up. You should also get a message on that same email address you use. So this is the email address that I use. Let me show you. Okay, so let me show you the email address that I use to sign up. I use this is not the email address that I use. I use Steven bongrades@gmail.com. So this is my major email address. So that's why I don't want to display it on the screen. So I've already gotten the message once I click sign up. Once you click send, you should get the ID and the token. If you are not getting it, just let me know in the comment section. Definitely there is an error. You are not getting it right, but I have gotten mine. So what I'm just going to do now is that I still want to post. So I will change this route here to verify, because that is what I want to do. So let me clear this up. So what I want to send now, number one, is the ID. I want to send the ID. So the ID I received in my email address is 19. That is the ID that I received in my email address. So the token as well. The token. Okay, let me change this to user ID. Okay. Oh no, let me leave it to ID rather. So ID, the ID I received is 19. So let me come down here, and the token I received here as well is, okay, let me type this here, is FOKO RRU3. Okay, so this is what I received in my what's it called now, in my email, the ID and the token. So let me send, and let's see if we are going to get any response. Let me send. All right, so let me see. I'm getting an error saying DB match token is not a function. Okay, let's see. DB match token is not a function. Then where is that error? Okay, we still need to create. Let's go inside where is that? Inside my DB controller, I still need to create what's it called? I still need to create a function for verify inside my DB. So we are going to do that now. So we need to create a function inside my DB controller that will enable us to verify the email address. So that's what we want to do now. Okay, so we need to come down inside this place. I wonder why it escaped my mind. So we need to create, the same way we create the verify controller and the get user ID controller, we need to create the match token together with the update verified. So that's how we are getting the match token, the another function. So let's just quickly do that. So let's just okay, let me just copy this. Here. Let me just copy this and paste this. So we need to change this to match token now. We need to change this to match token. All right. So we need to change this parameter here to, we need to add this ID. Then we need to add token. Let's delete this email. We don't need it. So we need to add token here. So what's the next thing we want to do now is that, okay, we have select, okay, from verify. All right. okay, from verify, then okay, let me put this verify inside this like this. So verify, then we're gonna say where token. So let me do the same thing for this as well. Let me copy this to avoid us getting error. Okay, so okay, verify where token now, because we've saved token inside our database. So where token is equals to, let's change this to token. All right, so and the ID, we need to do that as well for our ID. So let's say okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, so we're gonna say and ID an ID, I don't know. Okay, so I think this should be inside this place. All right, and ID, come on. Okay, and ID is equals to ID. Okay, so let's say it's equals to then we have this here. So let's pass ID inside this place. So an ID is equals to, so we have to be very careful. I don't want to make the mistakes of this colon here. Okay, so anyway, let me remove this and pass ID here. All right, so let me see if everything is correct. So select from verify where token is equals to, okay, we get this right, token and ID is equals to ID here. Okay, so then let's console query here, console.log query. Okay, so let's console.log query here. So the next thing we want to do again is that let's quickly do that for that of update as well. So let me just copy this to make the work faster. Okay, so let me paste this. So we need to change this to update verify, updates verify. All right, so what do we need to pass as a parameter here? We need to pass email and email status. So let's change, let me remove this. So email status. Okay, so this two here. So we're gonna say that select users now. That is what we want to do. Select okay, update rather. Let's say update because we want to update our database. Updates, then we change this to users. Okay, update users. Then we change this to sets. Okay, change it to set email status. Set email status. So what do we want to set it to? We want to set it to let's change, let me delete this. We're talking. So we want to set email status to let's change this to email status as well. Then gonna say that where, okay, gonna say where email, okay, so where email is equals to email as well. So let me just copy this here, paste this. Okay, let me see where we need to paste this. Where, okay, email is equals to, okay, let's paste this here as well. All right, okay, so this is all we need to do here. So let me check if everything is okay. So update user, because what we are trying to do is that we are trying to, once the user has verified, we want to update. You know, initially the email status will be not verified, but once the user has verified, we want to change the email status. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to change the email status, that is to verified, anytime the user has verified. So that's what I'm just trying to do. So I'm very careful so that I don't want to make mistake with this all these colons here. So that's why I'm very careful there. So that's all what I'm just trying to do. Saying, so this is the controller for match token, and this match token, as you can see, we make use of this match token down inside this place. So what we are trying to do is that we are passing this ID. You don't forget, we've already required this, we've this ID is require.body.id. So we are passing that ID inside this ID, and we are sending this ID inside this mash token. So this is the receiver here, the controller here. So this is one that is now controlling the ID that we passed, the token that we passed. So the same thing with this verify. So that is what I'm just trying to do. So guys, let me save now, and let's see if everything is going to work fine. So let me wait, see when it's going to finish compiling. All right, so it's done compiling now. So let's go inside our postman, and let's send again. All right, see the response we get: email verified. Perfectly, it's working fine. So you see now, this is the response we are getting: email verified. So definitely we verified our email address. So if you now go inside your database and check, you will discover that the email I used to sign up as verified. So that's same thing too you are going to get. So the email you sign up with, you will get this ID, you get this token. So what you just have to do is just that, just come down inside your postman. So you change this to post, and you change your route to verified, and you just send. So if everything is working fine, you should get the response like my own saying email verified. So where are we getting this response from? Let me quickly show us, guys. We are getting this response from we are getting this response from verified. This is it, email verified. So but later on we will also change this to redirect to login. That is, once the user has verified his or her email address, what we want to do is that we want to redirect the user back to the login. So guys, if you are having any question or having any issue, don't hesitate, just drop your question, just drop any issue you're having into the comment section. So if you are not getting this ID and token, I will have shown us the token and ID. I got it inside my email. So but the reason why I don't show us is because I mentioned it earlier, just because of security reasons. That is my major email address. So I strongly know that you will surely get that same message inside your email address if everything is working fine. But peradventure if you are not getting it, just let me know. I'm going to put it through. So if you are having any question, just let me know. And I believe you have enjoyed this tutorial today, and you've learned how you can send token and ID to your user once they want to sign up. And I strongly believe too that you've learned how you can create API. These are just simple ways you can just create APIs in JavaScript. So guys, if you have really learned something today, as a payback, just hit the subscribe button. Man, it costs you nothing. Just hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification button as well. I have a lot of interesting projects that we are going to be building together. I'm going to be teaching us how you can create interesting projects like this. I have created several management systems, so I'll be bringing them up here to teach us how to go about these things. So guys, you have a lot of things to learn. I mean, a lot of things to learn on this channel. So just hit the subscribe button right there. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I'm so glad for taking your time to watch this video. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much as you hit the subscribe button. So see you guys in my next video. Thank you.